welcome to the Snow Horse Marketing Podcast. I am so excited for today's episode. Today we have Abigail Shaw from our own team joining us today. Thank you, Abby.
So happy to be here. So happy to chat.
Yeah, so Abby, we just got back from our annual company conference here in Utah, where we fly everyone in and we do some trainings and get to mingle with each other. And we just kind of wanted to talk about that. I know we were speaking a little bit earlier about how we really love being a fully remote company. We love it. Like, there's so many strengths to it. However, having in-person events like the one we just came back from are so important for the success of the team and its longevity. So tell me, Abby, as you came back from our leadership conference, what did you enjoy about being there?
Probably because this is my first time meeting the team in person. So just that relationship building aspect, especially since that's so important to what we're doing. Of course, I get to talk to people every single day over the computer and over the phone, but it's a little bit different to actually get to spend time and joke around and eat with people that I have known for months and finally get to meet them.
Yeah, no, I know it was so fun. We even were able to get to do a girls' night together, meet a couple of other team members that way, and that was so fun, so fun. So as you were up there, I know we did a lot of fun things and we did some like training things. And the training side, what did you like about training with the team in person that maybe was different than having trained remote?
It's nice to be able to be in the same room. And so when people bounce ideas off of each other and ask questions, we're kind of all there together. There's so much, with Zoom and Google Meet, I feel like there's that talking over people or not knowing when to speak or my mic isn't muted, but it's so nice just being able to actually talk and communicate with people face to face. And I feel like we got a lot more accomplished a lot quicker just because we were in the same room.
Oh, definitely agreed. I remember after the main trainings, you and I went up to the pool and we got so much brainstorming and planning done at the pool.
Yes, I don't know if it was the hot tub or the sun or what, but a lot done. I would prefer to do all of my work days like that, actually, by the pool, if we can schedule that in the future.
I'll see what I can do. Awesome. Love it. Well, one other unique thing that we did, as we are like a growing bootstrap company, we obviously are growing very quickly. But this year, one thing that we did that was different is we actually partnered with another company for some of our trainings, and they were up there at the same time with us. What did you think about that? Companies partnering up to do these retreats together.
It was so reaffirming of the type of culture we're building when you get to work with people who you haven't met before that are also building the same thing. It's working for other people, that type of community that they're building, that relationship. And so I liked working in one room with people that had the same values, the same goals. And I don't like to always use the word synergy, but the room was full of it and everyone's energy really matched. And so I just learned more. I met more people, and that's what it's all about.
Oh, I agree. I mean, this was our first time doing it. It was definitely an experiment as the idea. But I feel like the execution was amazing. Getting that many people in a room together who have, even though we have different like outcome goals, we have similar approaches to how we're building success and the types of clients that we want to connect with and relationships we want to build. I feel like that was very powerful and something I'd never even experienced before in my career. So I loved it.
I think it was also nice that we got to see our strengths and their strengths and see how they handled certain things. And it was just like I learned so much of the different ways that things can be handled, the different types of strengths and weaknesses different teams have, like you said, building off of each other, learning. So I would like to do it again. I would like to see those specific people again. And I would also like to meet more people in the same type of capacity.
Yeah, oh, definitely agreed. And I loved how they knew about tools and resources that we'd never heard about. And we were able to share some of the tools and resources we use that they hadn't heard about. I feel like we're already applying those things like we've also back into time. So,
and that's just after one day, like meeting someone for one day and during the, only a few hours of meetings, and we already get to learn all that. Oh, imagine all the things we're going to learn coming up.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so the last question I have for you, or what were your takeaways? So after we went, you were there, we got to see the team in person. Obviously, we did the trainings and we got to have a lot of fun at the activities and events and dinners that we had there. But what were kind of your takeaways from that experience?
So someone who has worked remote in different capacities and worked kind of just contract positions where it's really just me on my own all day. One, it was nice. It's nice to work with this team because we do like our blueberries every morning where we all get to touch base and talk. And that's my favorite part about working on this team. But also getting to see people in person and getting to travel somewhere new and getting to meet new people face to face is something you just don't get a lot in the remote world, especially COVID happened and so much is remote. And even if like in the place I live, people still do Zoom meetings instead of face to face, which is sometimes a bummer, sometimes great. But it really made me appreciate the freedom that I have working remote. And it really made me appreciate like that face-to-face interaction with people and how powerful that can be when networking and building relationships and things like that. So the work conferences, the getting to know people, that is something that I'm excited to continue doing in the future.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here and sharing your experience. If anyone wanted to learn more about Snowhorse, learn more about you, or connect, what would be the best way for them to do that?
I'm big on LinkedIn, so reaching out to me via LinkedIn is probably going to be the best way. That's my favorite way to meet new people. So that's the route.
Sounds great. Sounds great. Again, as a reminder, everyone, thank you so much for listening. You're welcome to hear more about us at snowhorsemarketing.com. And as always, you can find us on LinkedIn. And we are now on Twitter, or X, as it is now called.
Right, X.
So feel free to find us there as well. All right, you guys, have a fantastic day.